Hello everybody, it's DK and welcome back to another tutorial here on the channel. Today we are looking at a super efficient, super easy to build, super smelter design for anybody that wants super fast smelting in Minecraft 1.15 and above. And with that out of the way, let's get into the materials that you're going to need today. So today's build is actually fairly simple. It's a little bit resource heavy. You're going to need 6 chests. You're going to need roughly half a stack to a stack of hoppers depending on how big you make this. For our build, you're going to need 6 furnaces, you're going to need some building blocks, some redstone, easily a stack, 2 comparators, and 2 redstone torches. So let's get into the build. Alright, the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to grab 2 of our 6 chests, and we're going to create our output section for our super smelter right here. So we're just going to put these 2 just like this. And this may seem kind of backwards, but this is our output area. So we have our output chest, and now we're going to grab our hoppers, and we're just going to create a line. And we're going to create a line that's 7 long here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long. And on top of each of the first 6 hoppers here, I'm going to place a furnace. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like so. And with that, we're actually making really good progress here, ladies and gentlemen. So from this point, we need to do 2 things. First of all, we need to come up to the top of each of these hoppers. We need to, or each of these furnaces. We need to grab our hoppers. And we need to make sure that we place a hopper on top of each furnace going downwards into it. Just like so. And after we place the hopper going downward into each one, we're going to come around to the back. And we're going to place one going into the back of each hopper, or into the back of each furnace, just like so. Very simple. Now, I'm going to come to this side. I'm going to take my building blocks, and I'm going to add a building block here, and I'm going to add a building block here, just like this. I'm going to come up top, add another building block on top on each one of these, and I'm going to come and add another row of hoppers, except I want these hoppers facing into each other and into the block at the end there. And I want to extend these one past the end. So if this is my end, I extend one past here. I'm going to do the same thing for the top row. Take my hoppers right here, extend them one past the end, because this is where our delivery method is going to come into play here. So I'm going to take my other 4 chests that I have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to create my fuel chest and my chest for my items that I want smelted. So my fuel chest is going to be right here, so I'm just going to add 2 chests here, and then I'm going to come up a level, and I'm going to add 2 chests just like so. Now, what this is doing here is this is making it so anything that goes into this chest right here, this is the fuel for my super smelter. So anything that goes into here is going to get taken down through this row of hoppers and put into the chest at the bottom. And up at the top here, this is our smelting chest. Anything that I want smelted is going to go into these hoppers up top, drop down into these hoppers down below, and then drop down into the top slot of our smelter, where after it's done smelting, it will get dropped down here and taken to the end. But we're not done yet. We need to set up some redstone here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this block and get rid of this block. And I told you we were going to need some comparators. Well, we are. So we're going to take our comparators and we're going to place them just like this, facing outwards from these 2 rows right here. So you should have the hopper going into the comparator just like this. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to come back a row and then up one, where I'm going to take my redstone torch, place it just like so, do the exact same thing on the opposite down below, back one, up one, redstone torch. Alright, now that I've got this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come down a row, just here, boom, just like so, and I'm going to take blocks all the way out to the end. Boom, just like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to come here, come out a block, and I'm going to take blocks all the way out to the end, just like so. making sure that right next to my redstone torch, my comparator, I leave a block, or I leave a couple blocks right there. Once I've got that done, I can grab my redstone. I can take and start filling these areas in, just like so. Take this side, do the exact same thing, and you should notice that this is automatically lit up. That's exactly what we want. Because what's happening here, and you should notice, ladies and gentlemen, that once you put this in here, this is lighting up, and you're probably thinking to yourself, but DK, it's locking the hoppers. You're exactly right. That's exactly what it's doing. So what happens here is this system will evenly distribute any items that are in either of these chests. So if I open this up, and let's say I grab some coal that I'm going to use here. So I'm going to grab 3 stacks of coal. Not coal blocks. 3 stacks of coal. I'm going to take my 3 stacks of coal and put them in here. And what you'll see is occasionally this light turns, or this line turns off. And what that's doing is every time it turns off, it's taking and it's putting one more in not just one furnace, but all of them. So if you look, all of our furnaces are equal. But you should be able to see, ladies and gentlemen, that all of our furnaces are getting evenly distributed with their coal. Just like that. And the same thing will happen at the top up here. If I take my smelting items and put them in here, they'll go through, they'll get smelted evenly and get put out. And this is very fast and very efficient. So if I grab some iron ore and throw it in here, you're going to notice that these are going to kick on in just a second, just like that. And you'll notice that they are cooking that iron ore. And if we come down and look at the bottom here, we're going to see probably about 6 iron ore popping in. Yeah, just like that. So instead of just being one at a time, it's popping through very, very, very quickly. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our super smelter design. It's actually not very hard to construct. It's a little resource heavy, but having one of these in your Minecraft world or on your Minecraft server makes such a massive amount of difference in your ability to smelt items quickly and to create things, especially if you're trying to make things like dried kelp blocks, which is what I primarily use this for. So, but with that, that is all the time I have for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm DK. If you really liked everything, please make sure and hit that like button. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of farm or tutorial you'd like to see in the next video. And if you really liked everything, consider subscribing because it helps out the channel a lot, and you get to see all of the fun content that we throw out here throughout the week. I'm DK. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!